There's not many moves that we can say in the golf swing that all good players do, because we have drawers, faders, high, low, so there's always these nuances throughout the swing. But one of the few moves that we can agree that all good players do is how their right shoulder works, and how that right shoulder works down towards the golf ball as they hit it. You can look at swings from Jon Rahm, Fleetwood, recent winner Viktor Hovland. Any of these players, you'll see that on the way down, that right shoulder always works down towards the golf ball. You very rarely to ever see a good player with a really high right shoulder coming into impact, and that's what today's video is all about. If you're someone who sees a lot of over the top, you might be a little bit steep or even a little bit of standing up, early extension in there, then this move is absolutely great for you to implement, to use, and also for you to understand, because as we said, this is one of the very few moves that we can agree all good players do. In this video, we're going to break it down into 3 really easy to understand ingredients as to how to correctly get this right shoulder working down towards the golf ball. Step number 1 is all about what we call right side bend, and it's exactly that. If I'm stood in a completely bolt upright position and I bend to the right, that is right side bend. So the first place that we're going to begin with to help understand this move and develop it is we want to get set up, we want to swing to the top of the swing and just understand what it's like to just very simply and very individually right side bend. What are you going to notice here? You can notice the right arm can maintain its flex coming into the ball. You're going to notice my right hand maintain its hinge and its flex coming into the golf ball as well, and the elbow is going to stay nice and tight to the rib cage almost automatically on the way down as well. A very common move which we see the opposite of in most amateur golf swings where it works away, as we kind of already touched on. So first part of this move, swing to the top, what is it like to right side bend? And if you were to try and hit a golf ball by just solely individually right side bending, you'll notice the golf club just bottom out into the ground really early and easy before, which is absolutely fine. So what is the next part of the swing to help get this golf club close to the ball whilst I'm still right side bending? And the second ingredient in the move is to rotate. So now that I'm right side bending, what I'm going to do, I'm going to feel like at the same time I'm getting my chest to rotate towards the golf ball as well. So I'm right side bending, I'm rotating, which from a down line angle goes from just purely that to side bending and rotating coming down to the golf ball. So again, you're going to see all the same benefits. The angles in the wrist, the arm is being maintained, it's coming into the golf ball, but now you're going to really see, and this is a great one for you at extenders, how the side bending and the rotation really pushes my butt back. So I'm really pushing my pelvis, I'm keeping it down, I'm keeping it back, I'm really creating a nice dynamic athletic posture coming into the golf ball, and you also see, without me even having to try and think about it really, I've got a nice shaft lean coming into the golf ball as well. My hips are opened up, I'm down into the golf ball, the handle is ahead. This is a really powerful way to go about hitting the golf ball, and why I love it so much. And that takes us to the final part of the golf swing. So now that we've learned to right side bend, to get this golf club and get this trail side reacting and sitting much better coming to the golf ball, we've added in rotation so that we can keep that movement and present ourselves to the golf ball. There's the final part of the jigsaw to help us see the benefits of those, but now to get through the golf ball, and that is weight transfer. So you've built up the swing, we're seeing that right side bend, and we're combining it with some rotation in there, and for that final part, so we can get through the golf ball to see that efficiency and strike and power, we want to do that whilst shifting towards the target as well. If I can see from the top of the swing that side bend and rotation with a small element of shift through the golf ball as well, especially with an iron in my hand, I'm going to see some divot just in front of the golf ball. Trail side is going to sit really nicely. I'm going to be opened up, pelvis sits back, opened up, powerful, compressive shaft lean position while still moving my mass and pressure through the golf ball as well. So break it down. Can I just understand what that movement's all about? Then can I combine that with a little bit of a rotation coming into the golf ball as well? And then that final part of jigsaw, once you spend a little bit of time, especially on those first two, understanding what that's all about, you can then see some shift through the golf ball as well. One of my favourite exercises to do whilst you're learning that is to get your golf club, pop it across your chest with the club head outside, so facing away from the target, get into your golf posture and just feel like what it's like to combine those 3 ingredients by getting this club face down towards the ball. You can see if I gave that task of getting that club face down towards the ball, I've got a right side bend, I've got to rotate, with a small element of shift in there as well, so that the golf club isn't all the way back there, okay? So that's a really good little tool that you can use just to help understand it. Spend a bit of time doing that away from the golf ball, and then once you feel comfortable with that feeling, because that's what you're trying to develop here, a feeling of movement rather than movement itself, you can then combine that onto a golf ball. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to think about side bending as I'm rotating. If I can do that by moving through the golf ball as well, I'm going to see a pretty good golf shot here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me a comment in the comment section down below, or drop me a follow on my socials. For any online or individual coaching, drop me a follow on the SKILLEST app, search David Atkins, and drop me a message from there. But until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.